Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another exciting race in our Zelda 2 Swiss round. This is round 2, I believe, and today we have ghostDUNK versus Lightning. And today on comms, we have Jay Coper and Melee Wizard. So without further ado, I will give it to you guys.
Thank you. And I'd like to welcome everyone to the Zelda 2 thing, which is a very wonderful thing. And yeah, I've already lost my train of thought. How are you doing, Jay Coper?
I'm good. I've had a long day already, but yeah.
So have I. So have I.
Yeah, so we've got an interesting matchup here. Both these guys are 0-1.
Yes.
But they're very different 0-1s. ghostDUNK lost to Eat My Steel and had a time close to 3 hours to finish.
Oh, wow.
I think that ghostDUNK is new to the rando, and Lightning is one of the best Zelda 2 players out there, really, and had a very tough first round matchup against Amazing Toaster.
Yeah, that's never a nice first draw. And we are on our way. Not a whole lot to look at in the overworld so far. No towns, no palaces. There is a cave.
Yeah, they're gonna show up sooner or later. Back of Jump Cave. So that could be our whole access to the southern part of this continent, perhaps. Let's see what the runners decide to do.
That's 3/6. Given what we currently have, which is pretty much nothing, it's not really a good place to find early.
Looks like our first P-Bag drop in this seed is 100 points. Could be a lot more. This cave is the Heart Container Cave.
100's not bad to get early on. It's a good quick level or two. And we got ourselves a heart container.
I'm really surprised that ghostDUNK did not take the life level. I'm a big fan of taking life 2 first, unless the experience is really racking up in a hurry.
I know some people favor getting that attack 2 ASAP.
Yeah, so do I, but just the life 2 is so cheap and it helps out so much a lot of the time.
There's another item cave for Lightning.
The drops in the small table in particular really affect the character of the seed a whole lot. Because we could have these little P-Bags, we could have keys, we could have 1-ups, blue or red jars. So far,
we got the boots for Lightning. Very nice find.
Yeah, boots are great, especially early. If the East Coast here is wide open, we'll be able to perhaps walk down to the south instead of worrying about which connector we're going to have to take. I wonder if Lightning's going to go up to that cave there. Yes, now they're up there.
Yeah, since it's way in the corner, you're going to have to go out of your way to come back here.
Yeah. Oh, ghostDUNK is taking notes of the caves that he's found.
Well, given the chaotic nature of the overworld, I don't blame him, because goodness knows how often I've forgotten where things are. And it's another item cave for Lightning.
This is the Medicine Cave. Medicine Cave in these flags, not too bad to go through. The Medicine Cave in bracket flags is a mess.
Oh, is that where the large and major and minor enemies are mixed in?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mix up the major and minor enemies and no candle to start.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Bad combo for this cave.
It's the trophy.
Alright, Lightning taking life 2. Grabbing the trophy, up an A. ghostDUNK finding a P-Bag, and it's just 50. Not a good sign for people who like quick leveling in this seed. It looks like a lot of 50 and 100 bags.
One thing I am noticing that might just be a sign of ghostDUNK's inexperience. It seemed like he was checking a lot of the forest tiles, which we know won't have any major items in them. At least not.
Yeah. They could have P-Bags or Bagu.
True. Bagu can be helpful in certain situations, like, say, our first time we find here being Saria.
Right. And had we not already found the boots, Bagu would seem super useful, but we do have those boots, and yeah, looks like we can just walk down to the south, which is probably going to be the way we want to go. Looks like Thunder's our first spell.
Okay, oh, that's one less thing we have to worry about for the end game.
Yeah. It's really expensive right now. It'll probably go down with magic level or 2, but we'll have to see.
Yeah, sure. A lot of the spells are going to be expensive at Magic 1, but yeah. ghostDUNK still checking around for hints. Unfortunately, I don't think we found any.
Yeah, hints can be really useful for sure. You get a hint for the glove or the boots or the flute. Those can be game changers.
Refresh my memory. What are the status of Nukasudo and 3-Eye Rock?
They are 50-50 on.
Okay, alright.
Looks like we got a Raurus, I mean?
Yeah, Rauru, yeah. And we are getting some key drops on the small enemies, which is nice, since the one difference between this year and last year's standard tournament is that the extra keys in Palace's flag is off, which is intended to help incentivize the exploration and using finding either fairy or the magic key.
I did not catch how much fairy costs there.
Oh, I didn't even catch that the fairy was the spell in Rauru, but yeah.
Yeah. But fairy's super useful to have early.
Yes.
It'll let us explore palaces, and it'll let us get down stab. Of course, fairy can be a pain if it's really expensive, and we've got to constantly manage our magic to explore a palace for the raft, perhaps. Like Palace 4, exploring with the fairy can be a really bad time.
There's the Water of Life.
That is really great to find before even finding Mito, because
yeah, we found both of our spell items for the Western continent already.
Oh yeah, we did. I didn't really notice the trophy.
1,000.
Yeah.
Dang. Okay then. I forgot that was a thing.
Yeah, that's the max they can be right there. It was starting to look like we were only gonna have small P-Bags the whole seed, but the ones that are on the special tiles are probably mostly gonna be 1,000, like the ones that we see in the east. So that'll be good for getting some quick levels. But getting the medicine before finding Mito is great, because now we can get both spell and downstab together.
And I don't think we've seen Ruto either, so figures the towns that have the spell items we have are the ones we haven't found yet.
Well, I mean, any town in the west would be good at this point, since
Yeah.
2 of them don't require anything, and 2 of them we have the spell item for, so...
So one nice thing, if they can afford to cast Fairy now, once they find Mido, they'll be able to... Well, there's 2 towns right there. Oh,
Yep.
there's Mido right there, and assuming Lightning can cast Fairy, that's downstab right there.
Yeah. Someone said it's 50-something, so would be shocked if they
In a
can't cast it.
maze lies the hammer. Okay.
Oh. I just had that exact same hint for a seed that I did.
Yeah. Knowing where the hammer is nice, though. The hammer itself may not... It's probably... it's not necessarily required.
Well, the fairy could, or the hammer could block Nukasudo. That's the biggest
True.
way that it's required. But it,
True, yeah.
we have seen, I think we've seen one hammer block cave in the west already. And, there's always Spectacle Rock too, so.
Yeah. Yeah, but the Hammerlock Cave isn't always... It's not always gonna have something. That was the jump spell out of Mido.
Yeah, so we got one more town to find, and then we'll see what Lightning decides to do.
We've only seen 2 out of the 3 palaces so far. One's Palace 4, the other is either 3 or 6. And no sighting of the raft either, so we're gonna have to do some more digging around for it.
Sure wouldn't be surprised if the raft is in a palace, based on the early fairy spell. I would kind of operate off of that assumption until shown otherwise.
This spell will toughen you up,
Yeah, Lightning's got some different text in here.
Okay, I think that was the shield spell. Yeah.
Yes.
Here, ooh, there it is.
Yep, raft is in 4. Alright, we'll have to see
And
what
we-
it looks like.
And we don't have reflect. Oh wait, but we don't. Wait, it's not a character, so I'm dumb.
Yeah.
But at least we know where it is. I just have to go back to it. And there's our 3rd palace, and that is P5.
Yeah, we're gonna put that off for now.
Yeah.
Getting another 1,000-point bag and maybe dumping some into magic might be good at some point. We'll see, see what happens here.
Well, I know we've gotten some key drops, so having to ferry through locked doors won't be an immediate concern.
Yeah, I haven't seen how many keys Lightning has. Looks like they're maybe trying to get 1 level here. Oh, goodness. 200 points from this guy at the start. That pause was again too quick.
2.
Yes, 2.
Yes.
Or they have 2. Yeah.
There's 51.
It's still expensive, but 2 keys. this is this should be okay, I think. There are a lot of key doors in here, but I think that they'll be okay. Especially
And I think
when...
we've already found the item room already. Wow.
Yeah, I think they're gonna be fine.
Yeah.
You could cast shield here. You don't need to cast fairy. Right.
Well, when you're gonna up A anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I would cast shield just to make sure I don't die from
Yeah, true.
that blue iron knuckle when I've only got life here, or life 3 here. But not sure what lightning is trying to accomplish in this encounter.
Maybe check in for item drops, maybe. See if he can get another. See if he can get another key or something. I don't think we got much information on the major enemy drops yet. We've got our first foray into the Eastern continent, getting a quick one-up. Only getting 50 from the Red Lizalfos, not worthwhile.
Yeah, just testing those guys out. I'd say
Big 100.
this one's gonna be 1,000, I bet. Yep. I do love attack 4. Looks like ghostDUNK has found Bagu finally.
Yep.
We obviously know that Bagu is not required. I would have stopped looking for Bagu a while ago, probably, but now they can cross Saria if they choose to do so.
$200 from the Orange Lizalfos. That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's not bad.
ghostDUNK getting that 1,000. I saw his reaction from our end of things. He seemed pretty happy about that. And there's Valley of Death. Looks like it's pretty short, actually.
Yeah, I've seen shorter for sure, but doesn't look too lengthy. Oh, we've got a required flute.
Yeah, that's 3-Eye Rock right there. There's Old Kasuto. Wisely using shield to survive the invisible Moas. And there's our Reflect. Our 3 most important spells, Thunder, Reflect, and Fairy, have all been found.
Yeah, so the big things in this seed are finding the glove and finding the flute.
Yep. The magic key would definitely be helpful, but it's with Fairy on hand and with small enemies dropping the occasional key, it's probably not going to be as vital.
Yeah, here's another 1,000-point big. Getting up to Magic 5 already. Definitely curious to see what Fairy costs at Magic 5.
Still 51.
Oh wow. That is rough. Interesting use of the jump spell there.
And I think ghostDUNK has found both entrances to Death Mountain. Both of them are pretty much dead ends without the boots.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's interesting. I mean, of course, they both have the boots already, so...
Right.
Lightning finding the first item cave in the east, and there's a glove.
Glove, oh my, yes.
Taking a little death warp there, too. So...
ghostDUNK finding P4. Guessing he hadn't found the hint about the raft yet. Although he also doesn't have fairy, so he might be a bit hesitant to go into to dive into there just yet.
Yeah, though we know that he's probably all set for getting to the item, actually. He doesn't know that, of course.
Yeah, but you're never going to just assume that the item room is going to be, like, right there.
Oh, Lightning takes a game over in the east there. That's unfortunate. Interesting to see what they decide to do now.
It could, with the glove in hand, could just end with fairy. Despite it still being expensive, could try to knock out a dungeon or two while he's back here.
I wouldn't blame them for going back to the east, though.
Yeah.
And try to find some easy items before committing to any palaces that might have time-consuming items to get.
Yeah, if we can find the magic key, that would definitely streamline things a lot.
Yeah, I would not be in a hurry to go back into...
There's the other item cave.
Oh no, so ghostDUNK is...
Well, he doesn't have fairy, though.
Oh, he did get the medicine.
Oh, he did. And that means he'll be getting jump, which means he will be able to get down stab while he's here.
That's good. So at least he doesn't have to come back to town.
And a magic container, which is very nice.
Yeah.
All things considered.
Magic container is nice protection because there's a chance that Thunder could cost, even at level 8, something like 80 something. I didn't see what the cost of Thunder was at our current level.
I want to say it was in the 60s at this point.
Okay. So it was already castable then, probably.
Ooh, there's the magic key.
Yes, that's a good find.
And I did notice that ghostDUNK left Mido without getting down stab.
That's really unfortunate. I guess he just didn't think about it too much, or...
And that's the other 3-6. He's diving in.
So to make this race a little more interesting, it would be good if ghostDUNK maybe finds the flute here in Death Mountain.
Yeah, that would definitely bring things a bit closer. So, does this one mean it's 3, or is this room in both of them? I forget.
The room is in both, but it only has a flying enemy in 6, so this is definitely 6.
Okay, then. Blue Iron Knuckles, always such fun.
Yeah, that's a rough room right there.
Unfortunately, no life spell.
Yeah, that would have been really convenient to have right there.
I would not have had the confidence to do that down stab jump there. Oy.
I think you go through that room enough times and it starts to become much more comfortable. Lightning's gotta be running short on keys, I would think. 6 is a...
Well, he's got the magical key. It's a non-issue now.
Oh, that's right. I forgot that he picked that up, and now I remember getting that on the desert tile.
Here's the item room.
Yeah, this is interesting. We definitely know that we need that flute. That's the big question mark that's outstanding here in this seed.
Well, ghostDUNK found the hammer cave.
Yeah, that's good. That wasn't too long spent in Death Mountain, really.
And it was a magic container in piece 6. Still a worthwhile find.
You won't say no to that. Hardly ever, so... Oh, ghostDUNK did get downstab at some point.
Oh, he did? Okay.
Yeah, he's still, I mean...
Maybe he went back for it, I just didn't notice.
Yeah, he's definitely using it, so... Definitely interested to see what we're gonna see at the end of this long hallway here.
Not to mention seeing what the... Oh, there's the flute.
That is really interesting. Alright. There you go. Take that level, up an A. I mean, it's basically a level 1 palette, just a little different, I think.
Pretty much, yeah. It's pretty much level 1. I know that the color can be slightly different based off of whether you're playing on console, emulator, or somewhere in between. Yep, we have had a 3-eye rock sighting, so we know that the flute is required here.
What? What did Lightning just do there?
I don't know, maybe got turned around or something, I don't know.
I don't know if they thought that they had some other spell equipped and then cast Fairy on accident.
I didn't even see what happened.
Oh, hey!
Ooh, wow, 1,000 feedback drop from an enemy. That's interesting.
Yeah. Oh, ghostDUNK doesn't have the...
Doesn't have the glove, no.
No.
Hasn't even been to the east side yet. Hasn't dug out the raft in 4 yet.
This P6 has been a bit maze-like to this point.
As it is wont to do.
Yeah, this is a room we've already seen once or twice. Actually, I think this is the 3rd time we've seen it, so... Gotta appreciate Lightning doing the sword strikes with the music a little bit there. I don't know if the sound is on for Lightning or ghostDUNK on the restream.
They're both muted for me at the moment, so I can't really tell. Well, getting a quick thunder off before dying, that's not a bad strategy for Lightning.
Alright, round 2 with the Sweepenak. We're using shield this time instead of fairy. Probably more effective.
Yeah, it might be. And yeah, there's Barber right there.
Oh, nice call, Trails. It was immediately after. Is that all you can do? What was that, like 20 hits? Jeepers.
Well, still faster than I'd be likely to do it, so.
No, I don't think that pretty much anyone would do this faster. Oh god. Okay, that didn't matter. That's a little unfortunate to be stuck with that much experience left. If they had another 340, then they could have cashed in for a big level there, but just opting not to use that gem at all now.
Yeah, I think at this point, Lightning's probably not too concerned about the levels at this point. Finds a town and finds the way to Maze Island. And we got Naburu.
Yeah, we really as far as Lightning knows, the only spell that could still be required is the spell.
Right. And he's checking for hints, probably looking for a hint for the flute.
Right. There might be one. There might not be one.
Oh, we'll find out.
Yeah.
I guess.
Well, yeah. I can guarantee you that we will either see a hint for the flute or not see a hint for the flute at some point.
And that was the life spell in Naburu, and the magic cost for that was ugly. I think it was at 62.
Oh. Yeah, another magic level would have been great at that gem there, but I guess we're just gonna...
Goomba, magic jar in P5, alright.
Alright, that's a good hint. We're not digging P5, I guess. Unless the lady in New Kasuto wants 7 jars, then that might be something that
Possibly.
Lightning ends up getting baited into.
Which would be unfortunate, but... And ghostDUNK is in P4 and is close to getting that raft. There it is.
Nice. And the ultra efficient death warp. But of course it's not that efficient since they just delayed the up and A. Man, Life 5 is so cheap, 640. I don't know what it normally costs. I think that's like 900 normally.
That's a vanilla heart container at the water spot. ghostDUNK literally just got the raft. He couldn't have gotten to the east if he wanted to.
Yeah, not until Big Shake implements some connectors of some sort that go from the west to the east without the raft.
Oh, jeez, that would be crazy. There's Darunia.
I'm a little surprised that Lightning's not going for the spell item hint at this point. But now that I think about it, I mean, I wouldn't worry about the spell that you get there until you actually see the item, since he's not, or they're not really looking for a spell. They're just looking for the flute, like we said. So
Yeah, I mean, the only spells left are what? Spell and
I don't think we've seen fire yet. So
yep, spell and fire. Yeah, and I did not see what palace that was.
Fire could be a big deal if it's linked to something useful.
Okay, that's P2.
Yeah, because we've already seen 5.
And we know that the hammer is here somewhere. He's probably at least wants to find that.
Lightning did just win the 100% NMG tournament, which involves doing this fairy feet glitch a whole lot. So they're perfectly capable of executing that, I would say.
It's just a matter of how many times you can actually cast it without having to burn a life. Oop, there's one item. Oh, there's the hammer.
Yeah, that's the one we were promised. The hammer is good for Lightning in a way because that might encourage them to go to Death Mountain.
Possibly, yeah. Since now there's 2 potential items to be had instead of just 1.
Yeah, ghostDUNK got the glove and then decided to up an A, which was an interesting choice.
Maybe he has his eye on P3. Yep, he's making a beeline straight back to P3.
But he didn't get the key, did he? So, no, he's gonna have to.
No, he does have fairy, though, so he can at least do something.
Yeah.
And you know, the other item on Maze Island was a heart container.
Okay. ghostDUNK is, of course, just a reflect spell short of Go mode here. So reflect was in the west somewhere, right? Or is it in the east?
Reflect was at Old Kusuto.
Oh, okay. It was just that Lightning found it super fast after heading east.
Yeah. So with that flute still outstanding for Lightning, I'm curious if he's gonna go out of his way to hunt down the item in here.
I would expect so. The item in 2 isn't too much of a hassle to find usually. And
oh my,
man, that was
Leg City right there with the pair of dancing bears and a blue iron knuckle.
Yeah.
And ghostDUNK finding the item in P3, and it's a heart container.
You can't argue against the timeliness of that heart, considering ghostDUNK was at exactly 0 health there, and
oh wow. Question in chat, did ghostDUNK get the hint about the hammer? Yes. Looking at his tracker, yes, he does have hammer marked for Maze Island.
well, it looks like they're using the same tracker. Not sure which tracker this is. I don't use a tracker, but
yeah, that's Emo Tracker. I use the same one. Didn't know you could mark the items from the with their hints. I'll have to remember that. ghostDUNK has found Rebanak. Took a fall on the first attempt.
Yeah, he's only got attack 3, so this isn't the easiest thing. And it doesn't seem like he knows where to stand to get the corner. But that was a pretty nice little jackhammer to get Rebanak off the horse. Does ghostDUNK have any spells he can cast to make this easier?
I don't think he has shield, no. Apparently never found Ruto. Meanwhile, Lightning just mows through Helmet Head. Wonder if he's gonna burn this gem too. Yep. And saves all the way ahead. Taking a quick trip back to the west as well.
Yeah. I wonder if he's gonna... if they're gonna go into...
Well, we got 3, 4, and 5. They can all be
no.
done. So that might be what is on his mind.
Yeah.
Especially since he knows he doesn't have to dig the item in 5. Since we got a hint for that. He's going into P5.
Yeah.
Just gonna find Guma and take him out.
Yeah, I think the best argument for doing 5 is that it's on your way, right in your path here, so might as well do it now if you're comfortable.
Let's see what ghostDUNK is planning. Is he planning on going into P5 as well? Nope, he's heading east. And Chad commenting on the scary prospect of drawing lightning. I know that from personal experience. I want to say in 2 tournaments I've run into him 3 times.
I would have liked to see Lightning's attempt at a equal key right there, but it was, of course, not necessary since they've got
the apparently didn't like where he ended up just then, so update and is starting again. ghostDUNK taking a death in the east. Taking a game over in the east, rather. Although, while life was expensive, it's actually pretty strong. It looked like it was at least 4 bars of health on that one.
No, the life fill amount isn't shuffled in these flags, it's 3.
I could have sworn he had more than 3 bars in, to fill on that. Maybe I'm wrong. I just saw it wrong. I don't know. Chat say it was a double cast. That makes sense. I didn't notice that part.
My select buttons will stick sometimes, so I'll double cast spells even when I'm not intending to, occasionally.
Well, I mean, he was in the midst of a red jar refill, so I think that might have been on purpose. ghostDUNK sees 3-Eye Rock and sees Old Kasudo. We'll be getting that Reflect spell. And Lightning finding the item room in 5. We already know, I believe that was a... Actually, with that being a magic jar, I probably would have gotten that. If only to ensure that the item, you can get the first item in New Kasudo.
I wait to see what palace is here. It's Palace 1.
Palace 1. Yep, they have a process of elimination. That means Great Palace is where Great Palace normally is, in the Valley of Death.
That's good. That means that we don't have to worry about maybe walking back out of there.
Lightning just finding all the dead ends and is up 8 again. P5 is not being nice to Lightning.
Oh, ghostDUNK still doesn't have that magic key, does he? That's
no. The fairy spell plus however many key drops he's got will help, though. Oh, there's the item room.
Finally, attack 4 for ghostDUNK. Attack 4 is maybe my favorite thing in this game. I know that everyone loves downstab, but...
Oh, just a 100 P-bag in one.
Yeah, that's disappointing on multiple levels. Like, an actual item would have been good, and if you're gonna get a P-bag, you want it to be 1,000, like we've seen some of the other P-bags being.
500 would have been alright too, but yeah, that's probably the worst thing to find.
Yeah, I don't think we can see a 500 point bag in this seed anymore, because we've seen 50, 100, and 1,000. I think there can only be 3 different values per seed.
I did not know that. Oh, interesting.
Yeah, because normally, a normal seed, or the normal ROM has 500, 200, or no, sorry. I said the right thing, just said it backwards of what I was trying to say it. 50, 200, and 500, so it's just that the three values are randomized.
Yeah, ghostDUNK makes quick work of Horsehead. And Lightning finally finds Goomba. And makes quick work of him. Nice.
And are we gonna burn this gem? You would kind of count on it, wouldn't you?
Yep. Burn one, burn them all.
Alright, we got this hammer. We're gonna check this cave right here. And checking that
Magic container cave.
woods tile, just to make sure it still chops down, I guess.
And it's just a pea bag.
Yeah, interesting up and A there. There's a good question about when is Lightning gonna go to Death Mountain. It doesn't look it's gonna happen yet. I think that they're gonna go into Palace 3 first.
Yeah,
Was
it
it-
might stop by P4 to knock that out as well, since you're already here.
Yeah, for sure. There's nothing wrong with the order that Lightning is doing things in.
Yeah.
Just unfortunate that the flute that we need happens to be in Death Mountain.
Yeah, but having that hammer could eventually point him in that direction, but at least he's knocking out progress. Meanwhile, ghostDUNK is exploring Maze Island. Apparently has not found the hammer yet, though he's about to. I think the other item in Maze Island was a heart container. I did now notice that Lightning has actually found them all.
Yeah, that's usually not a great sign for most experienced runners of this randomizer. That means that you're taking a long time to find the things that you actually need to find.
And a quick Rebenak fight for Lightning. Nicely done. Ah, the last one was here in P3. Okay, that makes sense. And that's 4 gems in for Lightning. Now it might take a stop into P4, and at that point, now let's see how much of a wild goose chase it is for them to find that flute.
Four gems placed, 0 gems not burned for the experience-wise.
I mean, you got attack 5. What else do you need, right? These for runners of Lightning's caliber.
there's P4, I think, so clearing that out, and then, Lightning's not gonna have much choice after this, but to go into Death Mountain, I think, so.
Yeah, just looking at Lightning's tracker. As far as overworld checks are concerned, it's down to Death Mountain and New Kasuto. That's all. Literally all they have left. Oh, dang, both of our runners are actually in the same dungeon right now. Interesting.
The Zelda 2 randomizer is really good, DW edit. It's randomized overworld is a lot of fun, just like Dragon Warrior randomizer, and the randomized palace layouts are quite challenging.
Yeah, like I am just big into randomizers in general. I think at this point I have like 36 of them that I play.
People say I play a lot.
And there's more that I plan on adding once I at least do a vanilla run of them, of those games.
Yeah, that's my biggest issue, is just learning the game.
Yep, the dungeon locations and the dungeon layouts are completely random, which is what makes Great Palace such a joy to go into.
Yeah, for now it's just the rooms are rearranged in a fashion that you can still get to every room.
Yeah.
And by the way, don't ever try to make sense of how the rooms are arranged, because it just
yeah, if you try to map them out, they can be non-Euclidean at times.
Right. But Dickshake has some plans to maybe shuffle rooms between palaces, or even add new rooms to the randomizer in the relatively near future, I think. So, be something to look forward to.
So were there like room layouts found in the game's code or something that just were never used or something? Or is it just something created out of whole cloth?
He's planning, right now there's a competition on the Zelda 2 Discord to add new rooms to the game.
Oh. Sounds interesting.
But yes, the exits are bi-directional, I guess. There's no, like, insanity room shuffle where you can't go back the way you came.
And I never said non-Euclidean was a bad thing. It's just, keeping track of it in your head might actually be a bit easier than trying to keep track of it on paper. So many dead ends in P4.
Yeah, we gotta be getting there right here.
Yep. Lightning found Karok. Karok being affectionate, giving Lightning some hugs here. But there we go. Five gems for Lightning. And I don't think Lightning ever checked what was in Valley of Death. I'm curious to see if they decided to check that before doing the Great Flute Hunt.
That would make sense, because you would think there's a chance that could be P1, and you would want to do P1 before doing Death Mountain.
Because for all we know, flute could be there, but we know it's not. But
Right. For all they know.
it's a valid thought to have.
Yeah.
And ghostDUNK finding Karak looks like didn't have enough magic for Reflect, so I'll have to burn a life here.
Yeah.
Thankfully, Reflect is cheap.
Yeah, it usually gets pretty cheap by about this level, I'd say. 4 or 5.
ghostDUNK getting some hugs from Karak as well, but it's ghostDUNK prevails. And Lightning gets the bad news that it's Great Palace.
So Lightning not doing an immediate up and A back to start. I'm not sure. You said New Kasuto was what they had left on their tracker, so
Yes.
I guess that's where they'll be heading now.
I don't know if did we ever find New Kasuto? I don't know if there was a lone forest tile that didn't trigger an encounter.
Regardless of whether we found it, we definitely have access to it, unless it were flute blocked, which is something that can happen if there's a River Devil, but...
I don't think we'd even seen the River Devil yet.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it, at least.
Yeah, it's pretty unlikely. Could happen, but it's pretty unlikely.
And ghostDUNK getting the shield, finding Ruto finally getting that shield spell. And thank you to Schmitty Games with the raid. It's been an interesting race here. Lightning has the gem lead 5-3, but ghostDUNK has the flute, which is required for access to P1, and Lightning is still kind of on the hunt for that.
Yeah, the flute is in Hammer Cave, so Lightning has to go there. But this is the end of the exploration for Lightning here, so they
Lightning.
will be on their way to...
Thankfully, six magic containers was enough, and it's the Lost Child.
Yeah. Hopefully for Lightning's sake, the spell in this town is vanilla, and is actually the spell, so that they can go to the end of the town and cast that spell. And get the spell item.
Though I know Lightning has found Darunia.
Yeah.
So getting back there is feasible. It's just a matter. It's just it's a time sink.
For the purposes of making
But
this...
that's fire. Darunia has the spell, though we don't know what. I don't think we ever saw what fire was linked to, though.
Right, I don't think we know. This could be the spell. For the purposes of making the race interesting, we would probably want it to not be spell, so that at least Lightning has to run over to Darunia and get spell.
Looks like it's linked to Fairy, actually.
Which is nice, because it's like 14 already at Magic 5, and you can cast Fairy a whole bunch of times for safety now if you want.
Yeah. I mean, we don't need it for the getting through locked doors anymore, or at least Lightning doesn't, but...
Right. No,
It's not the worst spell to have it linked to, I guess. But yeah, it's a bit unfortunate that it looks like Lightning might be last locationing that flute.
Oh, I don't think they got the second item in Maze Island, I guess. Did they?
No, they did. They did. Though I think they didn't get the item out of P2.
Oh, okay.
So I don't think ghostDUNK I don't think has so, according to the tracker they haven't been through P2 either, so we definitely hadn't seen the item in here yet.
Yeah, interesting.
But ghostDUNK has reached the end of P5.
Yeah, that's
It
good.
has found the shield spells before coming here.
Yeah, shield spell just in time, really.
Being a bit more careful than Lightning was, but it's working. Oh, nice. Nicely done.
Any dead Gooma is a good Gooma.
Yep. That's 4 gems. Did Lightning just find the helmet head room again?
Sure looks that way.
Oh, Fairy's cheaper now.
Oh, so ghostDUNK hasn't found an extra magic container yet. And Thunder costs 65, so he's 1 magic point short of being able to cost Thunder at his current magic level.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. And it turns out one of them is in P2. And we know one of them is in P5. So now, a big question for Lightning. Are they going to go dig out the spell and get the item out of Nukasudo? The fact that they haven't up-A'd yet tells me that's probably what their plan is.
Yeah, sure seems that way. At this point, it's either... Well, Lightning didn't get that magic jar in 5, right?
No, definitely
Okay.
not.
They just have that knowledge.
And the Lightning actually made it to found the item room in 5 and immediately left.
Oh, okay, I didn't see that. So this probably the cross, I guess.
Yeah, if it's anything. As I said, the cross could also be in Spectacle Rock.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah, but that feels bad, man, when you're 100%ing a seed. Ah, yeah, so the other magic containers were in P6 and one of the item caves in the east. And ghostDUNK is in P6.
I'm guessing he's probably gonna run into that item cave. Well, he's walking.
Perhaps no keys?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't understand the walking out part.
Yeah, so you could... Since at least in this randomizer you can just up-A in a palace and go back to the start of that palace, which in... And it turns out, yes, Nukasudo was hammerlocked. And in the vanilla game, the only palace where you can game over or up-A and be at the start of that palace again is Great Palace, which is nice, because having to walk all the way back there again would be annoying. So is this going to be the cross or something else? It's something else. So that means both the flute and the cross are in Death Mountain. And Lightning pretty much has nowhere else to go, since I'm pretty sure they got the hint about the magic container at 5. And ghostDUNK finds one of gets their first magic container.
Which is certainly a welcome sight, because now Thunder is castable.
Yes. The question for Lightning is, I don't know if they had actually found any of the entrances to Death Mountain yet.
Yeah, they can only hide so long.
True.
Nice thing about Death Mountain is that there are always 2 entrances, and usually both of them are equivalently useful. Sometimes one just leads straight to a dead end, and sometimes they can lead to disjoint sets of caves even. But
ghostDUNK finding that magic key.
Yeah. ghostDUNK found the hammer cave relatively quickly in here, but
did have to dig around for it a bit.
Yeah, he did have to dig a bit for sure. So,
and ghostDUNK finding New Kasuto. But he's finding where it is. So the question is, will this first item require 5 or 6? It requires 6.
He wasn't too happy about that.
Well, from our perspective, it was 50-50, since Lightning got it with 6, so...
Right.
And ghostDUNK getting the information that fire is linked with fairy. Fire would have been a lot more helpful before finding that magic key.
Yeah, but man, fire is even cheaper now. It's like 8, right around there.
Yeah, fire tends to get really cheap.
Right, but that really could be useful in GP to help be safe.
Yeah, using hitboxes for your benefit.
It's of course not as big of a deal when large and small enemies aren't shuffled.
So I didn't see where Hammer Cave ended up, but definitely got a rather large area with a bunch of cave openings here.
Yeah, it did seem like it was just in the middle of a bunch of caves like this potentially. So Lightning may be close. We'll find out soon, I'm guessing. I'm sure Lightning would also like to find that rock. That's typically the easier item to find.
I've had scenes where Spectacle Rock had just one cave that led to it.
Right, yeah, that can happen, but
but there's Hammer Cave.
Right. So this will be go mode for lightning. ghostDUNK not that far behind, but going to need some luck to keep this close in the end, I think.
Yeah, well, ghostDUNK is knocking out P2, knows where P6 is, and by process of elimination knows where Great Palace is. Although, from what we saw from Lightning's side of things, getting to Barba was a bit of a thing. And Lightning finds that flute, immediately up A's, and is on their way. I was about to ask what ghostDUNK was waiting for. Is just waiting for that, for the bot to get out of the way.
Yeah, I guess he just didn't feel comfortable, which is understandable. Bots.
Yeah, those things can jump at you at a moment's notice.
Right.
And having the Dripper be a blue iron knuckle that gives you 150, that's not a bad one.
No, that's pretty good. I'd say above the average.
Yeah, one thing about the Drippers is that regardless of what enemy they produce, their hit points is really low. Like, unless you have like attack 1, you're pretty much guaranteed to one-shot them no matter what.
The Dripper enemy hit points is always matches the bots that are there in vanilla. So usually by attack 2 or attack 3 you can one-shot whatever enemy is there, but most often not at attack 1.
And in the blink of an eye, Lightning has reached the end of P1, and blink and you miss it, Horsehead's dead. So, one last shot. Is this gem gonna get burned too? Yep. I think that's a full 6 for 6.
That was a little tease there.
So Lightning at 555, 6 gems, and we're about to head into Great Palace. So given the randomized layouts, GP always has the potential of being really, really mean. So let's see what it decides to do this time around.
Yeah. It is a short.
Okay. Thunderbird right off the bat, that's actually kind of scary.
What's nice about this is that we can feel free to take any drop at this point pretty much, and it might just go straight to the end. We don't have to worry about any drops going back to before Thunderbird.
True, but yeah, but going around in circles is always a hazard. Yeah, like I would think in theory at least, any right-hand transition could lead to Dark Link at this point.
Yeah, as long as, I mean, it can't be the next room, because...
Well, yeah, true.
Somewhere. So, ghostDUNK, you know, he's really putting up a good time here. Considering, like, he just started playing this.
Yeah, Zelda 2 is not the easiest game in the world to pick up, so ghostDUNK is definitely doing a good showing here. Being a newer runner to at the very least the randomizer out, can't really speak for his experience with the vanilla game.
Yeah, but going from a time last week of almost 3 hours, he is apparently making great progress within the space of a week here.
Of course, I don't know how bad the seed was that last time that he had, but this one could have just been at least a somewhat nicer seed in general.
Yeah, true. It might be partially.
Yeah, having found that flute early did do ghostDUNK some favors in that regard. Got the Eon drop for lightning, and yep, he's not taking the drop, at least not yet. But likely will be now. And well, there's Dark Link right there.
Wow.
Yeah, this is pretty much GG for Lightning, unless Dark Link decides to hit Lightning about 4 times right about now.
Yeah, I think Lightning has fought Dark Link a few too many times to have too much trouble with 4 bars of health, so...
Yeah, and Lightning finishes in first place with an official race time of 1:20.48. GG.
Pretty good considering the essentially full clear that happened.
Yeah, we might have some choice words about that if they decide to join us in the booth here. Yeah, or joining us in chat, and yes, having some choice words about that flute. Question in chat: the timer, the timer is supposed to end when you basically lose control of Link after beating Dark Link. That is when you're, I guess, allowed to put in your dot done.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think race timing at times has been when you land the final blow on Dark Link for Zelda 2, but
I think I read somewhere recently that it was supposed to be when you lose control after the final hit.
It says that they used the last hit. Either way, it's a matter of like 2 or 3 seconds. So
yeah, heck, as long as you're consistent on it, I guess it doesn't really matter too much. It's just unless the race really comes down to those 2 or 3 seconds.
Yeah, that should probably be established in the game rules or something.
Yeah, probably just so there's less confusion on that front. And meanwhile, ghostDUNK is in P6, unfortunately taking a lava dunk right there, and then taking another one. Oof. Yeah, these enemies don't. They can be a little rough sometimes.
Yeah. Probably best to just sit here and kill them.
Yeah.
He's... No. Oh, God.
And ghostDUNK makes it through.
Well, Lightning, we all really appreciated how much you took advantage of the experience boost at the gems.
Yeah. And meanwhile, ghostDUNK finding the item guarding Rebanek. I believe this was guarding a magic container, so that's not a bad find, really.
Uh, yeah, ghostDUNK actually went into Death Mountain right at the beginning of the race and found the flute in fairly quick order. So that was pretty much the biggest thing that he had going for him the whole time, whereas you full cleared the seed. He's definitely been in go mode for longer.
Yeah, that ghostDUNK actually found the flute before even finding the raft out of P4. I don't know if it just took him longer to find the hint for it, or if he ever did find the hint. I don't even remember. Actually, P5 had a magic container, but still, same difference in this case. Yeah, when you found that the item room in P5, I was actually, if I was in your position, I probably would have just grabbed it because if it's a magic container, those things are never a bad thing to find.
Oh, ghostDUNK doesn't know that you can just walk left on top of the ceiling and make your life easier. Could be in a way to avoid a glove requirement.
Yeah, potentially, yeah.
Man, I played a 6-gem seed just a little bit ago. I beat P3, P2, and P6 all without the glove. Made my
Oh
way
wow.
made my way through GP and beat Thunderbird without the glove, and then got glove blocked after Thunderbird. Went and got the glove, and it was the room before Dark Link.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
That's just rude.
so close.
And looks okay. I thought that was the Rebanek room, but no, not quite. And ghostDUNK taking a game over in P6.
Yeah. Lightning had a lot of trouble navigating this P6. I don't know if they have any thoughts on what held them up. Oh, casting Fairy the first time in that Rebanek fight wasn't really helpful.
Yeah, we kind of figured that you thought you were on a different spell. Yeah, yeah. Mistakes happen. It's all part of life.
Were you on your last life there? Because I was kind of wondering why you didn't just let Rebanek kill you and then restart. Oh,
Yeah, that makes sense. You're kind of stuck there in that situation. Although considering that fairy was linked to fire, you would think it would be pretty neat if in those kind of situations where you have like the fairy shooting fire or something somehow. That would be pretty neat, though I don't know how that would actually work.
I've thought about that too before. Give the fairy a projectile.
Can be helpful, like against Iron Knuckles and the like, not so much, but it would be an interesting thing to. I don't know. It would be an interesting strategy to see someone employ in certain situations. Okay, and this time ghostDUNK is just walking across the ceiling there.
Guess
Maybe he
he's
just didn't think about it the first time he was there. And looking at ghostDUNK's tracker, he is missing the life spell, so he doesn't have that as an option. But is making use of that fairy fire, having fire being cheap.
yeah. I don't know if he's heading in the right direction or not. I don't remember if lightning went through this room.
Yep, there's the one. There it is. Okay.
Speaking of Barba, I would say none of us were impressed with your Barba fight. You got to do better next time.
uh,
That Barba probably had a lot of felt. It seemed like you got like 20 hits in on that first jackhammer.
not to mention what was lightning at. Was lightning at attack 5 at that point, or were they still at attack 4?
I think lightning was already attack 5. Oh, look at it. Oh, nice.
Okay.
You got to admire the spirit, if not
Yeah.
the results.
Yeah, got more guts than I do for sure. Be careful though; those fireballs can do some damage. Case in point. Oh, okay. That could have ended badly. Oh boy, gotta be careful. Oh wow, that was close. Think he's on his last hit, actually. Well, the dip into the lava kind of made that a moot point, and game overs, unfortunately.
No, that's really unfortunate. Yes.
Yeah.
Still, ghostDUNK still has a good chance to take more than an hour off of his time from last week.
Yeah, especially since the trip through GP ended up being pretty short, at least the route Lightning took.
Yeah, it didn't seem too bad at all. As long as you went right at the trails room, there was probably a lot of garbage to the left there. It's good to see ghostDUNK
Oh dear.
lesson, kind of. Okay, partially learning a lesson. Still more to learn, but
And got knocked into the drink again.
Is he gonna quit? I don't want him to quit. He's doing so well.
Yeah. Unfortunately, he's decided to call it a night.
Oh. Man, that's too bad. Is he gonna come in for an interview?
Yeah, when you have that kind of moment, when taking a game over to a barber like that, it can be kind of demoralizing. And I'm not in the race room, so I don't know if
Let me check and see.
I don't know if ghostDUNK is planning on joining us here.
I think he's coming in.
And we have ghostDUNK here in the booth.
All right.
GG, good effort.
Thanks. Yeah, I think I probably went for a little more than I should have. Also, I did too much backtracking. My routing seemed pretty inefficient.
We actually thought that you did pretty well through the whole thing, really. Considering that you're really new to this game, Lightning has been playing this game for a very long time and is, especially for vanilla, one of the best players in the world, really. So, yeah.
That's
Lightning-
awesome. And big shout out to them, too. Lightning messaged me last night after I commented last night's race that went really fast. And I mentioned offhand that I didn't realize you could manipulate Thunderbird's movement pattern. And they messaged me a video of how to do it. And before the race today, it was so nice of them.
Yeah, the Zelda 2 community in general, I think, is pretty friendly and open to helping each other out.
Absolutely, and I'm really enjoying learning the game and going up against people. So hopefully, I don't know how the Swiss round rules work, but if I get knocked out next game, if I lose it, it'll still have been fun.
Yeah,
so you'll still play out the entire Swiss rounds.
Oh, good.
It's just only 3 and 2 or better move on to the brackets.
Yeah, I mean, I just started playing all keys off and on after quarantine started, so I only have I think I've only finished the all keys with one continue 3 times so far, so I'm still learning the game overall.
Well, hey, goodness knows I dove more into the randomizer than I've never been much for speedruns myself, so anyone who even gives that a serious shot has my respect.
Yeah, I mean, I actually find that this doing randomizer improves my vanilla game, so I'm really excited about moving on with it. And it's a fun game too.
Yeah, and I think with the randomizer, it kind of forces you to be in situations that you wouldn't normally have to experience in the vanilla game.
Yeah.
So it kind of sends your brain in a different direction that can help you in the vanilla game in certain spots, I would think.
Yeah. And there were so many towns in that one area. I completely missed Rudo. Where the hell is it? It's completely gone. And I saw long after I'd gotten the raft that there was the clue that the raft was in Palace 4.
Oh, you actually got the raft before the hint. Okay, I didn't realize. Well, one thing you actually did have the edge on compared to Lightning. You found the flute really a lot sooner than Lightning did, and at that point, given what we had seen from Lightning's end, we knew that the flute was required because of 3-Eye Rock.
Ah.
So seeing you get the flute where you found it was interesting.
Yeah, well, it happened because I didn't get the hint, and I was looking for the raft.
Which there's a lot of runners that definitely would have that would avoid Death Mountain like the plague
Mhm.
for obvious reasons, it being the labyrinthine mess of
Yeah.
caves that it is.
Well, because
But
I didn't go to Rudo, I knew I had all the caves covered, and I didn't know where the raft was. So I go, okay, it's either in a palace or in Death Mountain. I have the boots. I'm gonna go see if I can find the Hammer Cave. Because I knew the hammer was on the other side, so that was my thinking. But had I gotten the hint, I probably would never have gone there so early.
And by process of elimination, because we've at least practically 100%ed this seed. From the looks of it, looks like Spectacle Rock was where the cross was.
Glad I didn't go for it. I felt pretty good going towards the end of the race, but then I realized like I didn't have I feel like I had like one magic container, and I feel like I couldn't beat the game like that, so I kind of walked around to find some more stuff. Instead of, I think I had technically everything I needed to at some point, but I didn't go for finishing all the palaces right away.
Yeah, I think at the time, I think Thunder cost 65, which was just out of four bar range there.
So yeah, it was a fun seed, and I'm looking forward to practicing the rest of the week and playing the next round. And thank you guys so much for commenting, by the way. I really appreciate it. I love people taking races seriously, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, looking forward to seeing what you do next week. You're gonna give whoever you're up against a run for their money, I'm sure.
Yeah, I can't wait to play spoiler.
Yeah, you could feasibly knock someone to 0-3 and eliminate their bracket chances.
You could still make the bracket even. Just gotta
Possibly, yeah.
That's true. It'd be the
I want to say that the last tournament I did, that's how I ended up making. I started 0-2 and then won out, or something to that effect. Anyway,
I got that reverse sweep coming, baby.
All right.
I think.
Yeah, thank you so much. I don't know if you had any more thoughts or anything else, but
No, GG's to Lightning. It was awesome. I forget. I think Eat My Steel was my opponent last time. I'm excited to watch their race, see how they do, and this is a cool thing, and I really enjoy watching it.
Yeah. On that note, we actually we do have another match later on tonight at 11 o'clock Eastern. We have Eat My Steel versus Bent Glass Tube.
All right, thank you guys. I'm gonna bow out. Bye.
yeah, so I guess we'll be seeing you all again in about an hour. A little over.
Yep, I plan on being here.
And a big thank you to our two commentators, Jake Hooper and Melee Wizard. Thank you guys so much for talking us through this race. It was super exciting. ghostDUNK, definitely a huge GG for just starting out on this randomizer. Light, as always, an amazing performance. And be sure to tune in here very soon for, like our commentator said, another race here in our continuing coverage of the Swiss rounds for the Zelda 2 Standard Tournament. And as always, if you are interested in becoming a volunteer where you can commentate or chat, please feel free to reach out to me or any of the other ZSR team. As always, thank you so much for tuning in and supporting not only the runners, but also ZSR. And we will be back very, very soon. And have a good night.